Day 7 already in this series, where I'm learning create mod from scratch. And you catch me here cleaning up this area a bit, because this is where our big andesite alloy factory is going to go. This is an item that, as we've seen, I keep needing nonstop. I have to constantly go farm andesite, farm zinc, iron, whatever is needed. I always need more. Everything I want to make uses this, so I've prepared to build a big iron factory. And what about this? We're going to run that motor at full power because, of course, we needed this motor, and we're going to need it. I'm going to push this hard. I'm going to put so much effort into this. It's not even normal. Well, just to recap, you know this is working. It's up and running. We fixed it properly. By the way, I didn't clarify this in the last episode, but what activates the steam engine, which is going to be the main source of energy? It's triggered by the mechanical arm that moves everything and the device that moves the water. I don't use feedback to activate the pump and mechanical arm because that seems really dangerous to me. No, I don't know because I've never experienced it, but I'm clarifying in case anyone had doubts. It's important not to feed back your own energy because if something fails, whether it's water or anything else, it's a closed circuit. And I don't want that. I want this to work independently, for it to work independently, and for this to also work independently. And then everything we do that over there, that's what we're going to do. I want to build the mega tunnel boring machine for episode 10, which I haven't planned yet, but I'm not sure if I can. That will pull everything it can from here. But before we start, we still have something pending, right? I built this cool machine, which we used for the precision mechanism. Making it requires many gears and iron nuggets. By the way, that's something we're going to produce today, but before we make it, we need to put in a lot. So I think I'll temporarily put maybe 3 hoppers and chests up there, and that's it. We'll use that, and I'll bring all my gold. I'm going to craft like this. In short, I'm not going overboard since I'm low on items, so it's best not to get carried away. Let's see. Here goes the little one. I'm going to put a stack of each. This is really good. All of them have broken out of the 3 I've made, huh? I'm using up all my luck. Okay, I can make a speedometer now, right? I'll check if I'm doing this right. Instead of spinning it here, I'll spin it there and set it to maximum. 256, let's sleep first, okay? Do you notice the speed? No? It looks like I put it in fast forward, but should this be working now? Everything's backwards. Sorry, I can do it better, but right now I'm doing really badly. But it can be done much better than what I just did there. But it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. That's not the point. I'm putting this gold here at real speed. It's not sped up. Okay, let's stop. I mentioned I had a problem, as you can see, and that we'd solve it. That's what I'm here for. It's really good for me that this one is already done because we're going to need another one of these. What's the problem? I'll explain it to you. The circuit must rotate the same items 5 times, but adding items constantly overloads it. We need these to come out more slowly from here. How can we do that? There are 2 ways. I had one idea, but I just thought of another. Well, I could make another belt and slow it down, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to slow down the mechanical press because the items wait for it. So I'll just slow down the mechanical press and that's it. I need to adjust this by separating it. One part will go one way at one speed, and the other will go a different way. I already calculated it, since I worked it out in creative mode at 60. Let's wait. Because yesterday I found a new coded transmission chain that's easy to make. Let's make a few pieces. This is cool because it links movement, but I want it to change here instead. This one changes it, and now it works. Man, I don't have much. It's good I'm building the factory today because I'm really poor. I need to connect this more slowly, okay? It must be 60 RPM or lower. 64. I don't have that much gold, so I'll keep it at 64 and go ahead. Is there one seaweed missing, man? I wish it could be diagonal, but I understand that's a mess. Well, I'm not getting anywhere with this. So it's time to go back to the ocean to farm. Yeah. 47. I hope I don't run out again. But I couldn't do this. What do I want to do, right? I didn't get carried away. There's a thought that was on my mind last night. Ever feel like giving yourself a hit? Whether with series or even Minecraft? Losing your memory, like specifically losing all your memory about Minecraft? Or, for example, about a series you've watched, just to experience it all over again from scratch? Well, that's what happens to me with Minecraft with a lot of series. But it's also starting to happen to me, and I think with Create too. Because everything we've experienced from the first day, that windmill from the second day, making that farm, and what I felt when I made that farm, I'm never going to feel that again. Never again. I'm being dramatic, but you understand, right? Even if I try something else, it won't feel the same. Opening a world with Create just isn't like the first time. I think this series. I'm proud and happy to record this on video since it's my first time building an andesite alloy factory or making it work quickly. I'm never going to have a first time again. Philosophical, right? The solution is simply to do it. I'm going to make 32 small gears, and I'm going to try 32 large ones like this all at once. Small. I don't know if 32 will be enough, but I've run out of andesite. I mean 0. No, not even close. It gave me 10. That's crazy. It uses more than a kid. For now, I'll leave it. All right, well, you have to believe me that this already works because this is going to slow it down enough to give the circuit time. And I want to try something. Damn. I'm already at 12,800 out of 16,000. Wow, where did that come from? I just can't read, guys. 12,800 is what I have left. Even so, I'm going to move this like this and like this to have a lot more. Now I have 45,000 more than enough. Way more than enough, all right? When I log out, this stops working, but if I do it again after, it works. I'm not sure if I need more mine carts with furnaces. I'm gonna go get more, just in case. Let's see. Okay, it worked. I'm not sure why, but I'll check if it stops. Eventually, I'll go see the other side. It's just really fun. I'm sorry, it's really fun. I don't know about you guys, but it is for me. Here, the whole little tank is already full, and this is slowly filling up. Fill up, fill up. I want to see it. Imagine someone missed it the day before and didn't see it. Wow, no way. Well, I'm not coming to see it anymore. What a shame. What a shame. Will I have to put walls around it or something? I don't know. What a pain they've caused me. All right, we're back. How funny. The rain put out my fire. Okay, so, like I told you before, the factory is going to go more or less around here. It's a pretty complex factory. I've had to research quite a few things. I spent the whole morning off camera looking into how to build it. Although, at first, what I'm going to do is use the knowledge I already have about things, all the things we've been working on. I'm adding a few new concepts, nothing major, just some ideas. With all I've learned, I can already build this mega factory. I'm mainly curious for science. If this gives me 49,000 units of effort, combining it with the other will add the units. So that's my plan. All to the same place, they're all there. 131,072. Let's see who spends this. I'm telling you now, I'm not going to spend them today. I like it. I like having them all together. I hope this is the last time I use this machine. In fact, if I'm lucky, I'll be able to remove it. Well, today or tomorrow. I'm starting here. Last time I built cobblestone generators there, I added hoppers underneath them. But like I said, I've been testing things in creative mode. I've had to do a lot of research to be able to do all this today without dying in survival, so I've been investigating. And if you put a conveyor belt underneath, it falls perfectly. I mean, it lands perfectly on the belt. And not only that, but the faster the belt goes, obviously, the more you can get out. So, should the cobblestone go here? All right, I'm going to put 6. It's a pretty exact number, pretty calculated, but there's a reason for it. I'm using panels, not because I'm poor, but for no other reason. All right, this has to fall here, and the lava, well, there's no center, which bothers me a little. If I didn't do it wrong. That's what Cobble does. That's also what Cobble does, and so does everyone else. Perfect. This one doesn't reach, of course, but if I put this here, it's not going to reach here, right? Damn, do I need 2 lava? Well, I mean, damn, as if it were really hard for me to get lava, huh? How hard? I'm not sure how long it'll take to get a bucket of lava, but by symmetry, it'll be symmetrical, right? These are my generators, to which I'm going to attach 6 drills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which I'm going to move simultaneously with shafts. You need to know something, and I've already done the math, but I'll show you now so you understand why I do things this way. A belt can run at 256 RPM, which is its top speed, like that one. I checked the wiki, which says it can carry 10 items per second. Quite a lot. The wiki also says that these drills at maximum speed mine 1 stone every 0.6 seconds. So if you do the math, you'll see that with 6, you get 10 per second. You can check it if you want, and if I did it wrong, I'm sorry. So let's do that. We have to bring the power from over there, and we'll probably need to use one of these speed controllers because we're gonna have to set it to the maximum, to 256. And since I have some left over, honestly, I thought I was going to die. I swear I thought I was going to die. I was going to say that I wanted to do this so that no fool like me would fall. Let's bring that power over. By the way, do you see that I'm not using the ITRA when I could easily be using the ITRA? I'm doing it on purpose. It's just that the worlds, I feel like the worlds look much uglier. They look much uglier with the elytra. The elytra don't force you, but they make things so easy that you stop creating paths or roads. And I think that's what's happening to me, and I don't want that to happen here. Can I really fall? I should also use regular glass, but well, like I said, I'm poor. That's working. I'm about to assemble everything. Another very interesting thing about the mod, and I didn't know this, when there's a conveyor belt underneath or hoppers underneath or something, as soon as the cobblestone breaks, it appears by itself. That wouldn't happen because I don't know if you know that when you break the cobblestone, it takes a little while to come out. In fact, I've made some farms with this before, and you kind of have to measure the timing, etc., etc. Once one breaks, another appears immediately. That's why it allows us to set it to 256 revolutions. Thanks, everything's coming out now. Ready? Let's go. Will that be enough? Cobblestone? Does 47 sound good? That's a lot. I'll stop. Did you see that? Isn't that enough? You might add an intermediate chest since items are coming out one by one, which isn't ideal for our next steps. So if I put a hopper here, in principle, all the cobble will go into this chest, and I want it to come out in stacks of 64. And how do you do that? I don't have the item, but that's fine since I'm going to sleep now. The way to make it come out is by putting 64 here. I'm going to set it to be exactly that, okay? Any number of items could come out here, but if I set it so that only when there are 64, they'll come out. And just in case, I'm going to filter it so that only cobblestone comes out, just in case it never hurts. So if I connect it, we'll see it. Now this happens, it's going to give us stacks of cobblestone. It takes a little while, okay? It's 10 per second, so it's every 6 seconds, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's stuck. I've spent the most time figuring this out, trying many methods. Now we need to turn the cobblestone into gravel. We need to crush it. So a millstone works at half the speed of a crusher. I'll explain what a crusher is soon, okay? We're gonna make one. A millstone is what we've been using, and like I said, it's half as fast. But the crafting recipe is way cheaper, and it takes up much less space. I thought, would I rather use twice as many millstones? Consider all that's needed to make it. Not just cost, but also much more energy and space. I didn't realize this until I began stacking them in groups of 64. The millstone processes items one at a time, but the crusher handles 64 at once. So for all of this, I'm only going to need one crusher, and we're gonna make it now. I've only made them in creative, not survival, and don't know how to make them in survival. We need a mechanical assembler. It's totally new to me, even though I know how to use it. But the assembler itself is very unfamiliar. Nice, a new achievement. How are we doing? I haven't checked achievements in a while. We're about to get a few. It gave me 3. Why do I have 3? We'll have to do that whole drawing. Let's see, wait, 21, I need 21. Of course, we have to do the whole drawing. I need 21 mechanical assemblers. Of course, I don't have enough materials, just survival stuff. I'm gonna try to get everything I need. I have the recipe written down, but I'm not sure if it's useful or if I need to do anything. I'll check it just in case. It's just as I thought. Just connect this and that's it. I'll toss the stick over there and leave it like that. All right, not good. All right, I know what happened. It's what I saw in the tutorial. They all have to converge at the same point, and now they do. I'm going to add a chest, though I'm not sure if it's needed. Let's check. Animation plus Oole seems unnecessary, right? Not worth it? I have 2 crushing wheels, so I don't need more. This could converge here and show a new animation, which is interesting. This all seems crazy to me, and there's still an idle left. I think I'm going to leave it there for now, because I'll only use it for wheels. This is a kind of crafter from before crafters existed. So, by the way, how much does it consume? 128 each. All these things I leave connected use up capacity, and I guess it's not a problem now, but I don't know if it will be in the future. For example, having that connected uses about 3,000. Since there's plenty now, I don't know if it causes lag or issues, but I don't care. Now I'll set up the crusher. Music. Okay, so for convenience, I make the items go up here, and to make sure that, well, they'd go flying, right? They'd go flying if I don't put this here. But this is a kind of hopper. I just don't know what to call it. It's just a duck, nothing more. The items will fall through and land directly on this wheel. The wheels must spin, this one clockwise and the other counterclockwise from this view. That way, the crushed item falls. If you spin each in the opposite direction, the item goes up. And if you make both spin in the same direction, well, they won't crush anything against each other, so it won't crush much. Well, the thing is, if this spins forward and I put this one here, it kind of transmits the rotation. All right, so to make them spin, since all of this is going to be spinning, I take the energy from here, and as you can see, all of this, everything leads to the same point, which is that I'll make this spin with that, then use the steam engine. If I make it vertical and it spins left, it then spins right, then left again. All right, yes, it should spin like that, so I'll do the same with this one. Okay, let's connect it. Let's connect it to test the wheels of destruction. This one, you break it. I earned both achievements simultaneously since both are at max speed. Now there's a slight jam because a lot of stone is coming through. I'm not sure how many seconds it takes, but it crushes a stack fast. If you throw in just one, which is why I made this intermediate step, it takes much longer and requires many more wheels. But there they are. I'm stopping now to avoid getting overloaded with items. As you can see, this generates a huge amount of gravel very quickly. I'll burn it for now since we don't need it. It'll fall here, and I'm not sure how long it needs to be, but let's move it. I often say, if you remember, but you're likely watching the whole series, no one will watch episode 7 without seeing the first 6. By the way, it's been successful. While I'm speaking, episodes 1, 2, and 3 are uploading. I've never seen views like this on my channel before. Thank you for the incredible support. It's been a unique experience, and I'm glad you're enjoying it. I can't read all the comments because there are just too many, but if the challenge comes and I beat it, the one from episode 10, we'll talk about it. Okay, we'll talk about more episodes later. I have to think it through. I have to think about what to do or what not to do. We'll see. I don't want to make more episodes without having something to do or forcing it. Most likely I'll extend the series, but I won't confirm until episode 10. Some people tell me to make 100 episodes. Honestly, if I reach 100, I'll just start programming in Java and work directly on the mod. Like I said, there's only one time in the series when you can discover Creatmo, and I want to enjoy it like no one else. Oh right, I wasn't explaining it to you? The wind, this generates particles. And what I was doing the last few times was placing 3 like this in a row. 1, 2, 3. While the items pass through, they're present. But if one is here, it doesn't move. I'll use this since the wind's issue is it moves items. If I spin it really fast, the wind reaches the end, unlike at normal speed where it only goes about 3 blocks. So I'm going to take advantage of all that so that the stack of gravel gets the wind all the time with just one. That way I don't have to keep placing them. I'd have to put 10 or 15 of these, so I'm going to do it like this, okay? For that, we have to move this belt. And to move this belt, of course, I can't move it at full speed because there's not enough time. I need it to go slower. I'm going to make one more speed regulator. There are plenty of materials here, so I'll make 5. Better too many than too few. Look, with that and how well I'm doing, I have more than enough. Look at this, considering how expensive they are besides. Okay, at first I'm going to set it to 8. I think it worked with 8. Well, if not, we'll keep trying. And from memory, I need a big one. You know this, right? You have to move it with a wheel like this, and this should make everything much slower, okay? There will be 2 stacks of gravel here, and we need this to run at top speed. I'm unsure whether to get energy from there or the conveyor belt. I feel like I'm chaining too many things for energy. Well, it doesn't matter because if it gets overstressed, the whole line gets overstressed. Speaking of overworking or overstressing. Earlier, I said it was a good idea to put everything overstressed together, right? Maybe it's not a good idea because if it gets overstressed, everything breaks. All the machines stop, but ideally only the overstressed part should stop. Why should I care? I'm not starting a revolution. I'd be crazy. I think if I do this, everything should work. I'll trust it, though it was a bit expensive. What speed? I'll set this to the max and try again to see if everything I've added works. Is this okay? At full speed, mine outputs 64 sometimes. No, this doesn't work. Why won't it connect? I'll do it the uglier way. Honestly, it looked better before. The other one works. As you can see, it shoots out even more particles than it should. What's this doing here? Clay? Wait, what? Ah, crap, what a mess. What am I doing? I pushed the items before they fell and messed up, okay? But it seems to be working now. Look at all that flint, that's crazy. Well, that's it, it's really fast. This is really fast, too fast. Look, an iron, flint, everything. I'm checking where the sand came from. Ah, look, from here I did another major crushing. Now I have to move all these items. Now, do you understand? The gravel goes here, iron nuggets there, gravel here, iron nuggets here. This part is probably the most confusing. Follow along and trust me. This will yield andesite alloy and some iron. It's a lot of fun. It might not seem like it, but it's really fun. Okay, let me remember. Look, I'm going to do a bit of Dora the Explorer. I want to make andesite. Now, andesite is made like this. A mechanical press, flint, and gravel. Obviously, here's flint and here's gravel. How would you do this at home? Forget about the lava for a moment now. How would you do it? Well, I'll tell you how I would do it. First, I need one of these to pick up the gravel here. I'll set it to split mode. What does that mean? If 64 falls in, it's in split mode by default. So 32 goes here and 32 goes there. My idea is that if it gets full, the 64 goes here as this is made to handle 60 ore. That's why the conveyor belt is so long. We need to combine flint and gravel here, and I'll handle it. First, gravel and flint go in. Then, I'll add lava manually for now, so I need to connect these. If I've got the hang of it, it should be enough to do this and this, so it turns here. I'm turning it on so I don't get confused. It spins well when set up. There's one here, but nothing comes out. Flint, sorry, I was jamming it. This is the output, not input. Live stuff happens. Now it should work. Flint's here, it should come out. Once I connect this, I think it'll be easier if I do it like this and this and this. I'm not explaining anymore because I don't know. We're just learning things from the mod, and I'm starting to get it. There's gravel here, so flint will start coming in, and I'll just deal with it. All right, I'm gonna stop it. I hope this isn't too dense. Sorry if it's too dense. It's just that this already feels like a Sayer episode. I swear to you, this is already, tell me in the comments, do you understand? Do you understand what I'm doing? I think I already asked this the other day, but even more so today. It's not that complicated. I won't get carried away. If I want to take this out, I need to do it somewhere. It connects directly. And I want to give this some speed, but maybe I want to give it this speed. Yeah, I want to give it this speed, the same. it looks a bit weird to run this through here like this. And now I put a little box in, right? One of these like this. And that should go to 256. And this will also go to 256. Let's test our super machine. I'm going to pour lava on it, but first I'll put this here. So it only produces andesite, since my test showed it crushes andesite twice. I mean, it turns it into something else. I don't know what else it turns it into, but it turns it into something else. That makes polished andesite. There, I made it. See, this block is nice. Now, okay, I have gravel and flint, plus I'm already accumulating quite a bit. And as you can see, look, this is very important. It's just that I've played Factorio, guys. I'm sorry. I played Factorio. I learned this from that game, which is basically this, but without Minecraft involved. The thing is to have a main bus where all the items go and you take a few out. And then when this fills up, it will just keep coming in. This is the main bus, so this is just a branch. I don't mind if it fills up since I want more to come in this way. It might be a problem if it's not enough, but given the circuit's nature, it'll always be sufficient. I'm going to put it in again because I want to test it properly. Ah, it's taking them out one by one. Geez, man. Well, at least it adds some suspense for the video. Look, audience retention, take it. First andesite from our factory. Super cool. But don't worry, this is just the beginning. Look, it's like I've frozen time. I've managed to make andesite, but of course that's not the goal. We want to make andesite alloy. And did you see the alloy in the first episode? I'm going to do that, but more professionally. So I'll put one of these basins here. I'll put the stone directly in here, and iron nuggets go on the other side. How do we do that? Simple. I'm going to do this like this like this, and I'm missing one. This should be enough. One here, and something that comes out, I make this go in through here. This should only craft this, and I need to add a mixer, right? I thought of connecting it this way, but no, since it needs to be a gear. That messed me up, honestly, that just messed me up a little bit, okay? And I'm missing. What am I missing? I can turn it on now, right? I mean, what I told you is very simple. I don't need to move the belts, so let's connect it. It's not even 6 p.m. yet. I've been here all day and I'm really sleepy, but I'm enjoying myself. Sure, but I didn't expect to finish today. I thought I'd need 2 episodes. Anyway, this will need lava. That's very slow. Well, I did it wrong by trying to innovate. There we go. Now it's working, just barely, huh? There with the water. Yeah, this is really slow. Maybe I need to speed it up, but it's not connecting. Isn't this enough? Connect already. What happened? Everything broke. Something got messed up. Oh, I was turning this twice. Now it's right and working fast. Look, here you go, heavy all day. Take this one. Which do you want? Want a heavy one? I'll add some lava, okay? And this is making andesite, and here it goes in with the iron nuggets. Damn, how much lava does this use? This is crazy. It's going way too fast, huh? The belt seems too fast. How many do we have? I already have over a stack, so I'll cover this for now since I want to work here. I'm splitting the iron nuggets. Half will make andesite. And I'll keep the rest for myself because I like iron. Subscribe. All right, I'm going to do this to connect it. Does it look ugly or just a little, honestly? That's crazy. So fast, huh? I also have to put it here. This is working, right? That's it. We just need lava. That's the only thing missing. For now, it's producing iron for me. It's produced some from this andesite. But for this to keep working continuously, we need this to have lava at all times. I spent over 20,000, huh? That's pretty good, right? This? It already looks pretty professional, huh? In 8 days, I've almost become an expert, but, well, I guess the mod gets a lot more complex. Anyway, thank you so much for all the support you're giving. I haven't told you yet, but how to bring the lava here is something we'll see tomorrow on day 8. I'll be waiting for you tomorrow at 5 o'clock Spanish time with a new video. Channel members, do you get it earlier? Thanks for your support. This is getting crazy. Goodbye.